As we head into 2022 and start another year of schooling, as a parent, as a teacher, as somebody who's engaged with young people, you might already have been asked some difficult questions. Do you think school's going to be disrupted again this year? Do you think I'm going to have to learn from home again? What happens if I get COVID? What happens if my teacher gets COVID? Questions along the lines of uncertainty, of not being clear about what might happen or what might unfold or the consequences of that. And those questions might show an underlying anxiety or even fear. Certainly, they show uncertainty. How do you respond? Well, actually, I'm spending this week doing pretty much the same thinking for many of my corporate clients. Everybody in every industry, in every part of society, in every part of the world is asking very similar questions. And what we know for sure at the beginning of 2022 is that we don't know anything for sure. So how should you respond if your kids are asking you those sorts of questions? I think there are two ways to respond, and they both start with, I don't know. We shouldn't be scared of saying, I don't know. I don't know is the start of all learning, is the start of all growth, is the start of all development. Discovering that there is a new thing that you didn't know about can be a wonderful adventure in learning. Discovering that something you thought to be true isn't true, and therefore acknowledging, I don't know now. What I thought I knew, I don't know anymore, is similarly a wonderful place to be. We should stop seeing it as a sign of defeat or a sign of being wrong or, being on the wrong side of the answer. And we should see it as an opportunity for learning and a door that is opening to us. I don't know if it's got a ... after it rather than an exclamation mark or a screamy face. If it's got an invitation to learning, is a wonderful start to a sentence. So I don't know ... but that's how you should respond firstly to your children who are asking you those types of questions. I don't know, but do you think we could find out? Who do you think we should ask about this? I don't know, but what will we do if it does happen? In other words, you might not be able to solve the uncertainty. The question might be, is COVID going to come back again and disrupt our school this year? I don't know, but if it does, do you think the school is ready for it? What do you think the school would do? Are we ready for it as a family? What would you like to do to make sure that you are ready if that happens? What can I, as your parent, as your teacher, as your guardian, what can I do to help you be ready if it happens? What you're doing by doing this is you're introducing scenario thinking, you're introducing what if thinking, which leads to complex adaptive thinking. All of these are great skills for the future, highly sought after by the clients that I work with, by the way. So there's an opportunity for growth of skill sets that the workplace is desperately looking for right now. And there's the opportunity to maybe not reduce the uncertainty, but maybe reduce the anxiety and fear about the uncertainty. In other words, give your child a sense that we've got this covered. You can also say to them, I don't know, but we've been able to handle it over the last 2 years. And maybe invite some reflection to say, what did you think we did well last year when we were disrupted? What do you think we didn't do well and we could do better? In other words, I don't know, but allows you to start a lot of conversations that might not answer the question, but deals with the anxiety, deals with the fear, which is probably the cause of the question. So you've done your job. I said there were two things that you could do, and the other one is even more fun. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. In other words, once you've dealt with the I don't know but, and you've reduced anxiety and you've reduced fear, you can then say, what do we need to do to know more so that we can have an answer to the question you actually asked? Again, you might not be able to find it, but going on a journey together to say, are there any scientists that we should be following? Who do you think might know best in the world what's happening with COVID? How do we find them? Have they given any information? Who should we be listening to? Are there any podcasts? Are there any video channels? Sorry, I say podcast because I'm an old person. Is there anybody on TikTok who is worth watching to give us reasonable information and insights? So I don't know yet turns into, here's an answer that might make sense. So here we are in another year that's likely to be disrupted. By the way, if you're watching this video sometime in the future, COVID might be a distant memory, but I think this message will be exactly the same, because next year we're going to be disrupted by more digital transformation. The year after that, it'll be some blockchain technology that disrupts us. Then it'll be artificial intelligence. After that, it's going to be climate change. That's going to be huge. After that, it'll be something else. There's probably going to be an asteroid or a solar flare or something like that. By the way, you can watch my Throw Forward Thursday videos on my YouTube channel. Every Thursday I talk about something that might happen in the future which could change the world forever, good or bad. So there's maybe something for you to look at with your kids as you think about the future and say, I don't know, but what a wonderful opportunity for a conversation, a journey of learning, and a door of opportunity opening into the future. All the best with 2022. As a parent, as a teacher, you're going to need all the very best, and I wish that for you.